AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Cowboys versus Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Goff now looks to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Carl Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
From the red zone now, Goff. Complete to right. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
York able to send this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They run again with Dowdle. Stays on his feet. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rush. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Rush to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Goff now on second down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incomplete?
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye. And they take them on, and how very often does that team that's been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
They better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. first down now for Rush. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First down now, but that clock rolling. A running play. It's Dowdle. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Dowdle. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Rush. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Rush. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And it's it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. They run here with Dowdle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Rush. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Rico Dowdle from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The throw over the middle taken in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. 2nd and 7. To throw is Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down to the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Cade York on now for the field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. York able to send this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will regulate. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 70 yards. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will put them on top here in the third. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Back now in Arlington from the 41. Here's 2nd and 2. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. To throw on second down is Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Chauncey Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Lions on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a first down throw. Gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Rush with it on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To throw it, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Back to throw, Rush. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Dowdle will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to the possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up. Goff now looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Shifts by him at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Now it's gone. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs...
And oh, what a catch! And in for the Lions touchdown. Tim Patrick from 17 yards out. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Goff now to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Rush's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.